Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video to the channel and welcome to a little bit of an experimental one today. What we're going to be doing is restoring my nearly 1,000 artifacts. Now the reason I'm doing this is because I want to hand them in for tetra compasses, but the main reason is at the minute chronos are a little bit higher than normal. So a lot of the reward of archaeology is handing in your artifacts for chronos. Now, whether it's due to the time skip thing, where people can send out their research teams for better XP and quicker XP as well, chronos are slightly higher than normal. And I'm thinking now is probably going to be the best time we're going to do it to A, get my tetra compasses and also pull out a lot of money out of archaeology. Now, I have quite a lot of money stored in archaeology through stuff in my material storage, and I've been holding on to it so I can restore these artifacts. Now, these artifacts I got from the Gates of Eladinis Infinite Porter Boost. I basically camped at the Sagebrush spots in the Demonheim dig site, and yeah, I didn't leave for a while. So 960 artifacts were collected, not one Sagebrush piece. So I got absolutely scammed. I did kind of look out on the Sagebrush when I did the video on it, but yeah, 960 artifacts were collected and not one single piece was received. So I did pay for how spooned I got with that anyway. So yeah, the emphasis for this video is basically I'm going to reset my XP tracker. I'm going to do all these. We're going to work out how much it's going to cost me to restore all these artifacts as well, and whether I'm actually going to make money from it as well. So I've already sort of accepted that I'm going to make the money on these artifacts through doing the tetra compasses. So from doing all these tetra compasses, I'm going to like make profit there, whether it's through master clues, whether it's through materials, whether it's whatever. That's where I'm going to make my money. But if I can make money from actually doing the artifacts, that's going to be even better. So the materials I'm going to need, again, the wiki has a fantastic calculator which works all this out for me, so I don't have to do the maths. But if I look at it, so I'm going to need, the materials I'm going to need is going to be gold rune, we're going to need orphan glass, we're going to need soapstone, we're going to need compass rose, orgone, dragon metal, and then carbon black. Right, so we're going to now go to the Grand Exchange and we're going to spend a lot of money. Now, don't get me wrong, I've actually looked out a little bit where I actually don't need anywhere near as much materials as what I thought I would, but we're still going to have to pick up a little bit and invest a little bit in this as well. But I'm going to go and take out, not 1 mil, I need 1 bill. And then that way we know roughly where we stand. So for dragon metal, I've just managed to get 5k from a friend. So if I just buy another sort of like 500, so another 2 mil is going to be what we're going to need in terms of dragon metal on top of all this cost. So currently invested, what we've got is 412 mil. So if we go 415 is how much we're going to be paying in terms of material. So in terms of restoring these artifacts, where we're going to be doing it is Fort Frimfree, and I quite often forget Fort Frimfree, if you have the correct workshop, has an archaeologist workbench. And what this is going to help with, I never thought it did, but all of the XP buffs which you get in the Fort Frimfree workshop will apply if you're going to restore your artifacts. If you're looking for some extra XP from restoring your artifacts, you can absolutely use the Fort Frimfree workshop. So I'm going to throw all the materials into the material bank, and what I'm going to do is just use some proteins for like 5 odd minutes just to make sure I can get all the boosts. So all the boosts you're kind of looking for are like the love letters, the pulse cores, the slams, the rocks, everything you're looking for. All these different boosts will help you get to where you need to in terms of the XP. Once they're all sort of active and once I've got everything available, I'll get it. I'll talk you through it just to show you can get the max boost possible. And what we're going to be doing as well is once we've finished crafting, we'll reset the old XP tracker, and then we'll go again and we'll see what we can get. So in terms of the invert, we're just going to go for the Master Archaeology outfit because that does give us a bonus 6% XP. Again, if you've got things like the Clan Avatar bonus, any bonus XP as well you can throw in, that will always help with your archaeology gains. We're waiting for things like the Love Letter, Rock of Resilience, the Valentines, the Coin Flip, all of these different things haven't quite hit yet. So we're going to go sit on the crafter for a little while until we're ready to go, and then I'll reset counters. And we'll see how much these 960 artifacts are going to get us. I think these are going to get sort of over 30 mil XP, which, when you think about it, just a 2-week stint of collecting artifacts got me 30 million XP. It's quite crazy, really. Like, archaeology is so fast when you're just doing the pure artifact restoring. It's just so good. And then after that is going to be the fun stuff where we're going to go and hand in all of the artifacts. You can look forward to quite a few other videos as we go and hunt down Tony's Matic as well. And hopefully doing a couple of tetra openings, we can get some more like clue scrolls and some other bits and pieces, which will make some nice little videos on the account as well. However, I'm going to go and sit and do this, get ready for it, and then we'll get restoring. So here we go. We can reset the XP, and we're going to see how far these stretch. We've got a couple of boosts. I was waiting a bit too long, and I got a bit bored. So let's go and crack out all of these 960 different artifacts. And then we have the fun afterwards of going to hand them in to the collector. But again, before we make you guys watch this, I'll just give you an update of when we hit certain milestones. I'm going to be AFKing quite a lot of it as well. Doing some editing, coming up with some new ideas for you guys as well. And while we're in this part of the video, if you have any things you want to see, any suggestions of content you want to see, drop them in the comments below. Really does help me out. So we are now on to the final 10 artifacts to complete. So just 10 warp trinkets, and then we have done the full collection. So a couple of things to note is it's definitely worth restoring your artifacts in the 4th and 3 workshop. The bonuses you get from the love letters, the pull scores, and all the other stuff as well really do rack up. And from this final set, we're going to end it 31.6 mil XP. Actually, to be fair, probably about 31.7 mil XP total from doing all of these artifacts. So we've managed to complete that, and 450 mil is what we needed to restore all of these artifacts. Now I'm going to do the painful task of going to hand in all these collections. And hopefully, in terms of Chronotes, we make enough back to either profit or make all of our money back to cash in and sell out. To add on to that GP part, because that's what all this has been about, is to cash out all the items in the bank to make our GP stack even better. And hopefully now we'll be at about 2.5, 2.7 bill cash on the account from here. So in terms of handing in all the collections, what I'm going to do is just bank these and set up a preset and just basically use the Archeology outfit to go and bank from war and then go straight to the collector as well. So because we're going to need 6 for the collection, we're just going to do 4 of each, save this as a preset, and then run back and forth to the bank. But it's going to take a little while, so you don't have to watch that. I'm going to do this as well. But each time we hand one of these in, we will be getting a tetra compass piece, which will be very nice. And kind of why we went after this set as well. I was going after tetra compasses as the point along with the sash brush pieces. The sash brush pieces were technically just bonus, but the tetra compasses give us a chance to make a little bit of money. So we have to come back to Sharagan, who's in the Anachronia dig site base camp, and we're going to go and hand all these in. I think it's Dragonkin, yes, Dragonkin 7, which is going to give us a tetra compass piece. Now, the real nice thing about this, actually, I didn't realize he was going to be here. We could just run to the bank. Running to the bank is probably going to be quicker. Just run back and forward and use the preset and do that. So I'm going to go and hand in all these collections. Hopefully, it can be nice and quick. We'll come back with how many Chronotes we finish on as well, just to let you guys know like whether we made profit or not. And then in terms of these tetra compasses, this is going to be a nice 2 or 3 videos, depending on what we end on. And also we've got quite a few tetra compasses on 7-day bond to get going as well. So we'll see how we finish. But each time we do an invo, we are getting 46,000 Chronos, which is pretty good. And I think we'll end up on some decent profit off the back of this as well. We'll just have a little price check on how much it is per invo. So not only are we getting a full tetra compass, we are going to get 17 mil in Chronotes. And yeah, we've got a couple of invos to do. I'll come back when we're finished and we'll update you guys from there. So here we go, the final invo of artifacts. I actually managed to use some artifact multipliers as well, which is an item which isn't in Treasure Hunter as much now, but I had 15 of them. And basically what they did is if you had a restored artifact, it basically let you copy one and create an extra one. So I've used a couple of those to make like 2 extra sets. But handing it in, we are going to finish on 1.8 mil Chronotes. So that is a huge amount of Chronotes for this as well. 415 mil is roughly what we invested in it in terms of materials, and we're going to come out with 686 mil we have printed with Chronotes. And not only that as well, Chronotes aren't going to be the only thing which is going to make us profit from this as well. We've also pulled out a total of 40 full tetra compasses. So that's going to bring in a lot of profit. We're going to do the tetra compasses over 2 videos as well. So if we could pull something like another 100 mil between the two, we would have basically near enough doubled our money. We're going to make a huge amount. Now, obviously, the Chronotes only sort of value that price if they sell for that price. So we're going to go to the Grand Exchange now and throw them in. Going to leave them over time while I edit some videos, and then hopefully they do sell. But that amount of Chronos is crazy. And I got all these artifacts from the event which they had for the Infinite Porter. It was the Gates of Eladinis, I think. So this is my profit from the Gates of Eladinis Porter, Infinite Porter release. And yeah, really happy. It's a lot of cash I had like caught up, and a lot of it was in my material storage, which is why I always say on the lead up to things like, especially like a double XP, check your Archeology material bank, because it's a really good time to sell it, because Archeology material prices will be up. And if you ever need it back, just buy it back on a later date and you'll probably get it cheaper as well. But just under 700 mil in terms of the Chronotes. Now let's go and check the price for Chronotes on the Grand Exchange. Hopefully they're holding their same sort of price. Yeah, 374, so they're selling for mid. So I'm going to throw them in for mid price, and then hopefully they sell as well. Now, one thing I would say is, even though the materials which we use to restore the artifacts were 450 mil, I harvest a lot of that from the Archeology process as well. So I'd like to say that because I sifted some soil, I probably bought technically about 200 mil of materials, and the rest I harvested for myself. So in terms of profit from actually doing it, I do think I'm more around like 475 to 500 mil, and we'll see how much we make from the additional 50 tetra compasses. Those videos are going to come very soon. I just need to buy the colours for the tetra compasses out of the money from this, and then we can see how much we finish on as well. But I thought this would be a nice little video to do as well, just show you guys, look, they're finally gone, the bank space is finally free, but this is how much I made from this. And if the Infinite Portal event does come back, which I'm pretty sure it will come back, I'm thinking it's going to come back for Amascut, that you need to jump on it. And Archeology is a fantastic way to use it, both to AFK and secondly to print some money as well. So if you're not 120, 200 mil Archeology, next time this Portal event comes out, you do need to do it, because it's just so good. It's going to save you so much money in portal charges as well. But yeah, we've got 54 tetra compasses to do. We'll be out with a video within the next 2 weeks. I'd like to get them all completed, because they are a little bit time consuming. Some more GP stuck onto the cash stack as well, so we'll catch up on that in the next video, going over money making for the main account. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you have, please make sure to leave me a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.